Hello, welcome back to the video and welcome back to another fish room vlog. Today, it's a beautiful day. It just rained, but still, I think it's a beautiful day. There's a couple of things we need to do in the fish room today, and let me show you guys what those things are. So first of all, let's go in and take a look. Take a look at the walls. I'm super happy with it. I say it every time, but I'm just excited. Okay, so the first thing I did is I taped up all the edges where the wall meets the metal pillars, because I'm going to be painting these metal pillars today and I don't want that paint to get on the walls. Before I get to painting, I'll probably clean these pillars up a little bit because they are pretty dirty. If you look up there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a lot of scrap metal bits and dust and stuff that I gotta clean off, so I'll do that and then we'll get to painting. And then another thing I need to do is I have to erase these pencil marks all along the wall. There's a lot of pencil marks up here on every single wall, so that's gonna take some time, but I think the outcome will be looking really nice. Like you can even see here. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna have to use an eraser to erase all of this off. I know you can use acetone or something like that, but I don't want to go out and get that, and I've already got a couple of erasers, so we'll just use the simple and old-fashioned eraser technique. I also went out and got a bunch of 2x4s yesterday, as you can see right there, right here, and I know prices are going up like crazy in some places right now. There's two home centers nearby me. One of them, which I bought this, the price is still the same. It's $9 for a 12-foot long 2x4, and I got a couple of them. I got them to cut it up for me, but a home center next to that is selling the same 2x4s for double the price, so I probably should get some more while I can and while it's still cheap, because we've got so many projects coming. I'm gonna be taking this stand down and building a new one so that I can fit more tanks on it. This stand was kind of a mistake. It works well, but I'm not that happy with it, so we're gonna be making more stands coming soon. Now I think it's finally time to start painting, and I just made a mistake because I've ordered the wrong paint, and I just realized this. I thought I ordered dark brown, but it turns out I ordered the regular brown. Dark brown would have been a little bit too dark, I think, but we'll go along with this and see how it turns out. The goal is to get at least 50% of this room painted today. If possible, I want to get the whole thing done today. Alright guys, change of plans. I've decided to scrap that color. I'm not really liking it so far, so I've painted this small little section right here, and it's a little bit too light for my liking. It's like a milk chocolate color. For this room, I don't think the color would match this room, so I've just ordered another can of the darker brown paint, and it should arrive tomorrow, so we're getting delayed by one day, so that kind of sucks, but alright, it's the next day now, and I've decided to paint some of this wood. Even though I won't be using it for quite a while, I decided to paint it yesterday since I had some extra time, and right now I'm just letting it dry. But I'm also trying a different technique. Usually I set the stands up first and then I paint it, but it's pretty hard to paint once you've already set the stands up, because you've got to get underneath and paint all those areas and the corners, and it's really hard to do so. And I don't like to leave any empty spots, any places where it's not painted. I want to paint 100% of the stand, so that's what I did this time, and hopefully we can get it set up quite soon. But what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning up all of the scrap metal. As you can see right there, that's a lot of scrap metal. And that is from up on these beams. All those scrap metal was left there, and there's still more. I still have to clean up a little bit more, so that's what I'm doing right now. And the paint has arrived. It arrived this morning, so I'll get to painting really, really soon. And this time we got the right color. This is, it says black chocolate, so that's the name of the paint. It's a dark brown, and it should be much better than this brown color. So I'm really excited to get painting. I'm going to continue working a little bit, cleaning up the metal beams, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, it's been 3 days I think since that last clip, and I've just been working out in the fish room non-stop. I've got paint everywhere. You can even see I got some on my glasses, which sucks. I don't know if I can get that off, but hopefully we can. So right now we're gonna head out there and I'll show you what I've been doing. Alright, so I've already painted the pillars and I've painted them brown. So you can see right here all this. I still got to do a little bit more painting around here because if you look closely, you can't really see it right now, but there's still some of the green that you're able to see from before. So I've got to do a second coating on that. But the rest of the pillars, they're all complete. Take a look at how good that looks. And right now I'm working on the ceilings and I've gone for white. A white colored ceiling. I don't know if that's the right choice. Let me know in the comments down below, but I think I should have gone with a more creamy color or something like ivory, a little bit more yellowish, but I'm liking this so far. I don't really mind the white color. What I need to do is I need to get a second coat on this because just one coat of white paint, you'll still be able to see the previous color left over a little bit. You can see it's not a really clean finish, so I've got to go and do a second coating. But the ceiling is really the toughest. It uses the most paint and it's the most time consuming because you've got to get up on a ladder and it just takes so long. I really hate doing the ceiling, but I've got no choice. I could use one of those sticks that like an extender and just paint from here, but I'm sure it'll look great once it's over. What I need to do now though is I need to go and get a mini roller. I've actually got one right here. This is considered a mini roller, but I need something even smaller, like half of this size, because if you look closely up in between the pillars and the ceiling, there's this little gap and there's this area where I can't get the roller through. So I need a tiny little roller for those areas. So I'm gonna go out and get one of those right now. Alright, I've made it back and you can see right here I've got the tiny little rollers. Look how small that is. If we compare it with the other ones, you can see this is the mini roller and then this one here is a tiny roller. So it's basically half the size of that one and it's slimmer as well. So we'll be able to fit this in all those tiny little gaps in the ceiling. So we'll be able to complete painting the ceilings. So I'm gonna get back to work trying to create as little of a mess as possible, even though I'm already creating a huge mess. But I'll see you guys in a while. And oh yeah, before I go, I wanted to mention in the last video, the video where we put the walls in, so many of you guys commented. Thank you for all your suggestions. There's just too many comments. I can't reply to all of them and I can't make everyone happy, but I'm just gonna do what makes me happy and I hope you guys will like it as much as I do. And also some of you were commenting about the ceilings, that it's not insulated or whatever. The ceilings are actually kind of insulated because above this room there's actually another room which I haven't showed before. Maybe I'll show it one day, maybe for the members or something, but there's another room above with solid flooring and stuff like that. So yeah, there's no need to worry about cool air or warm air escaping because there's another room up there. So it's insulated. No need to worry about that. The thing we need to worry about is the windows and stuff, but I've got a solution for that, so nothing too much to worry about. And once again, a couple of days have gone by and I've done some work in the fish room. I'll show you guys one at a time what changes have been made. So if you take a look right up there, we've got an air conditioning unit in this room set up and it is amazing. It's cooling the room right now. It feels amazing and I can't wait to use it more in the future during the winter and during the summer right now. That thing is gonna be a huge savior to this fish room. And right here, if you take a look at this wall, I've just put the first coat of paint and as you can see, it's white color and I don't know if I quite like it. I've been standing in this corner for like the last 15 minutes thinking whether I want the entire room to be white or whether I want it to look like this wooden natural color. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. By the time this video is over, this room might be painted all white. I'll probably paint the other walls and maybe that will help me decide whether I like the white look. Or maybe I just need to put a second coat on this and just make it look better before deciding whether I want to do the entire room. But so that's what I'm doing right now. And then over here, if you take a look at this door, I've cleaned it up. I've taken this door apart and I washed it. I've degreased it. It was super greasy, super oily in the past, and now it's looking so clean. I'll put a before and after picture up so you can see the difference. But this door is looking amazing. There is a hole up here. It's been like that for I don't know how many years, but maybe one day when I can afford it, I'll change these doors out and do something better. But for now, it's gonna work. It looks a whole lot better and I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna get back to work, maybe paint this wall, and then that'll help me decide whether I want to paint all the other walls. But take a look at the ceiling. The ceiling is looking amazing. It's nice and white. We've got the brown pillars looking really good, and I'm really liking the way this room is turning out. And finally, the walls are done. Well, not all the walls, but just this wall right here, as well as this wall right here. So 2 of the main walls have been fully painted, 2 coats of paint, and I'm really, really loving this look. It looks super clean. And these walls that I haven't painted yet, I will do them really soon. I might keep some of the walls just this wood color. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'll probably paint all of them because I really like this white look. I didn't cover up all the screw holes as well as these holes in the wood. I'm not so sure what you call this, like the knots or something like that, because I just want to leave some character. If I just cover everything up, it'll look too clean, and I don't really like that. So I'm also planning to put like wooden shelving units and pictures up on the walls so that we can make this room look more homely. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but if it's too clean, then it kind of looks too sterile. I have no clue how to say that word, but you can also see right here, I made a mistake. While I was peeling off the masking tape, it peeled some of the paint with it, and I was quite disappointed about that. So I'm gonna have to go and put another coat of brown paint on the pillars, but for these pillars, there was no problems. I'm not so sure why it was only this section that some of the paint peeled off. Maybe it wasn't cured properly. But yeah, that's the only downside. I've moved some of the tanks back to their positions, and we're going to set these tanks up really, really soon. I can't wait for that. We're gonna move some of these fish over to the big tank, and I just can't wait. I also just did a huge water change on the goldfish tank. I apologize for the reflections there, but as you can see, I'm moving stuff around right now, organizing things, and just cleaning this room up. But just take a look at how good the goldfish look. Yeah, I just can't wait. And other plans I have is to put a drain system behind the tanks. I've left enough space behind the tanks so that there's space between the walls, and we'll have a drain system coming around this whole room, and we can do water change much easier. And I'm also going to be taking this whole stand down and building a new one because I just really don't like this. And we're also going to be moving this rack right here. There's so many things to be done in this fish room. I can't list all of them out right now, but I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because I'm super excited for this, and it's a one step at a time process. I can't do everything at one go, so I'm sorry if you guys are waiting constantly for like the next thing to happen. And I know this wasn't the most interesting video. I apologize there as well. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss all these videos. And I'll see you guys next time.